Back, second video in a day. Because, I forgot about some things that I wanted to talk about. And we had Nike earnings. I figured we'd talk about that real quick. It's down in the after hours. I think they're bringing it back up. And I was like, oh, yes, I can buy it. But I don't really have. I might buy some tomorrow. I'll be pushing my trading capital lower than I like it. So maybe I might. See, the thing is, they reported, so they closed at 102? No, when did they close right here? They closed at 101.40, and it looks like it ran up in the aftermarket to 102.95, right? So here we are. The earnings came out. Oh man, what is it? They reported 6.31 billion for the last 3 months, down from 10.18 billion from the the year before 3 months, same period year before. The street was looking for 7.26. So that's, look, under the conditions, who cares what they was looking for? The company said in a statement that the revenue decline was primarily due because the majority of Nike-owned partner stores were closed. And digital sales increased 75%, all right? Or 30% of total revenue. So I showed you what it looks like at Nike when the stores are open. So keep that in mind. So in my opinion, I think this decline is a gift. Okay, it's a gift. So I would like to, but they ran it up. I bought it. I looked at when I bought it, and I bought it the same day. Got the double upgrade. It was $96. Oh shoot, I forgot the exact penny, but 96 and some change. So way over here. And yeah, you can see what happened with the upgrade. They done ran it up into the earnings. So I think it's just giving it a little bit back. You see it's coming back in the after hours right here. Jade Winger, what's up, Mr. JRH? What's up? I'm back. And they running it up. It looks like they're going to, I don't know. I think this is a gift. Who knows, by the morning it might be flat. And then it's like, we missed it. But, where is it at? 98? Yeah, I wish it was actually lower. So it won't be below my entry point, so it kind of makes me go, I don't know. I wanted to talk about that I forgot in my other video, Beyond Meat. I said I was going to mention it, and I just said I'm not feeling it no more because, McDonald's pulled out of a Canada experiment. Starbucks the other day, and you see how we was playing that for the breakout up here, and it didn't happen. It came rolling over, and I actually thought it was going to slice through, which it did, that lower support. And I was just like, oh man, but the catalysts are kind of gone, so because McDonald's, it says right here, can I click on it? Will it open? Yeah, anyway, it's no story here, but it says McDonald's ends Beyond Meat burger trial in Canada with no set plans for a vegetarian option. So that's it. They just done. Thanks, but no thanks. I don't know, and the other, Starbucks. I thought Beyond Meat got some kind of deal with Starbucks. I don't know what happened to that, but all I know is now they messing with Impossible Foods. So I don't know, so what does that mean? I don't know. Is it the name? I never tasted it, so I don't know which one is better, who makes the better products, maybe his price. I don't know. So anyway, so I'm not really feeling this no more, even though it's still in the range. And it was impressive. The comeback right there, that was impressive. This was when the McDonald's news, you had the market. So you had a combination of the market and the McDonald's news bringing that, oh shoot. The market and McDonald's news bringing that down. But the comeback was impressive. So I was like, okay. All right, you're not down and out. See, it went below the range and came right back up. So, but I'm done. I'm just done. I'll keep an eye on it. Maybe if it maybe if and only if it breaks out. It could be, it's at support. It could be a buy point right here, but it's the catalysts are kind of gone. It's losing the catalyst. All we need is some bad news, or Yeah, it says Beyond Meat shares fall at the McDonald Canada trial run ends as planned. Okay, so Jay Winger, SKT. So I was going to talk about some stupid trades I did because I got twisted and turned Tanger. Was I at Tanger this weekend? I don't think I was at a Tanger, but I was at an outlet mall. And it was packed. I like that. I like the outlets better than the actual mall. I don't know. I don't know as far as this stock is this chart is, because I don't like any retail like that, but there it is. So you're right at support. If I'm looking at the chart, it's a 4 hours. You're right there, so you can buy it. I could buy it there, and you're out there. So your risk is low. If it breaks that trend line, you're out of there. So that one is a pretty easy one. But as far as long term holds, I'm not feeling any brick and mortar retailer other than Home Depot and Lowe's, because the Amazon effect didn't hit them. I swear Amazon is going to buy one of them, maybe Lowe's, just to get into business or work some kind of deal with them or somebody. I think they want in there. They want in there somehow. I don't know, Ace Hardware. That's a small, will it be something like that, like an Ace, where you could sneak in the back door? Because I know they want in that space. They in every space but that space, and they can't get in that space because we need, you need that stuff now, today, and they can't do that. So, they messing with, they want to be in groceries, Whole Foods, and something. I don't know, man. But anyway, I'm kind of rattling. Yeah, Home Depot, that's the only brick and mortars I like. And I guess Costco, that's because everybody else likes it. I like Walmart. But what is that? Home Depot. It's Home Depot. It's flirting with an all-time high. It's just down a little bit right off the highs, just like everything else. So yeah, I like that. Titanium, Amazon, and JCPenney. Amazon may buy. Really? So they want to get into, because JCPenney is hooked up to all them all them malls. So they want to be in that mall space. Hey, babe, on check me out on Periscope. On the scope. Okay, I can't moderate you on the scope. Anyway, yeah, that's interesting. I wouldn't know what's up with that. Did they want those big ass stores? I don't know. I like Amazon the way it is. Jeff Bezos, these guys are geniuses, so you can't doubt anything that they want to do, but they've been kicking ass online. So I don't know why they would want to change that, So Whole Foods, I've been in my first Whole Foods, by the way, just last week. Nice stores. I loved it in there. I was like, wow, I gotta go. I don't have one close by. I gotta drive like 20 miles to get one. Oh man. So yeah, I didn't know anything about that. You said you didn't get the YouTube notification. Well, I guess Mr. JRH and Titanium must have got it. You guys got the notification? Anyway, okay, my dumb trades. It's on the other account, which I don't show, and all right. First of all, my smart trades. At smart so far. I got into NVIDIA, and I saw the pop this morning. It was one of the first stocks to go positive, and then I see an analyst, they had upgraded it. Looks like it got a double upgrade. So it was one of the first stocks to go green, and I jumped on board, sold some puts below it, and then when I see this run over here, wait a minute, pull up, look like it's about to be all-time highs. The market looks like it might have found the low temporarily, so I sold even more puts closer to the money, and I even did a diagonal where I bought a deep in the money call for next week. It's on this chart. I bought way over here. This deep in the money call cost me $5,000 for that. The 325. And then I sold tomorrow's expiration call at 375. Okay, so that's going to net me $200 as long as NVIDIA stays above 375 tomorrow. I mean, it's so actually, I sold it for, you know, my basically that'll be max handle equal to the analyze. It looks like I did a couple of trades in here. Yeah, this is it right here. So if we can zoom in, hopefully guys, you can understand this. So here's my break even, which is 372. All right. So as long as it stays above 372, it's a wash. And I think it will. I mean, that's $5. You know, that's all of today's gains. But anything can happen. We know that. So, but if it can stay above 375, I'll be at max profit of 239. Well, it looks like I lose a little because I guess my call wasn't deep enough. So if it can close at 375, I'll make 239. That's that number in the blue. And if it goes any higher, it'll be 221. So right now, it's, you know, I just needed to open up. It's almost a gift. It's almost a gimme. Should be a good trade. But I don't know in this market. We could be limit down tomorrow. The VIX is still high. You know, the VIX closed down 5%. I was impressed. With what happened. And then you look at the SPX, and remember I was talking about the hourly bull flag, and look, it broke right out of there. And this is what makes me think that just things is going on, weird stuff, okay? Because this doesn't happen. You don't go down, you don't do U's like, you know, with 90-degree angles. You know, generally when you're flat, you come down, you're flat, you go down again. You could V, you know, right? So like here we up, over, up, right? It's not up, over, down, and there's like a mound here in general. I mean, so anyway, we broke out of there. What should have happened was it should have went this way. What is going to happen, it broke out. We got two closes on the hourly above all of this mess right here. So I think that's bullish, even though I still feel like, oh my gosh, you got Florida not wanting to open, Texas opening late. You got a lot of things happening. So I'm trying to block the news out. Obviously, the market knows about it and it just doesn't care. So that's what I'm thinking. It just doesn't care. So anyway, it broke out. It was supposed to go down. It's going up. So not only is it going to go up hard because it should have went down, it's going to go up hard because it's coming out of consolidation. So I think it's double potent, double potency. It should rip tomorrow, okay? But we'll see. It definitely should go up to the next level. You know, what is the next level, Andre? I don't know. Let's look for something, I'm going to say right about here. Yeah, let's go right about there. Well, that's, yeah, maybe right about there or right about here. I actually like this level. I don't know, it's kind of, let me go to that, see something a little bit more defined. Yeah, that looks, this looks like right about there. Yeah. So 330.92, maybe up another 10 handles. You know, so you stochastic crossing. So what I did as well, I got creative. Well, I got creative. I gambled. So the one day I bought a 3085 to 3100. Okay, so if you look at here, here's the call. I bought that call spread. If we open down tomorrow and we don't come look back, I lost the money. If we go up, we gap, whatever, this will make money. So I'm just gambling tomorrow that we higher, and that's a gamble. I don't usually do that either. So that's kind of a dumb trade. I'll let you know tomorrow. Oh, mean. He said, no, yes, I got it. Hey, babe, deep, deep in the money, babe, deep. She always want to make my videos X-rated. Anyway, what happened if you get assigned NVIDIA tomorrow? I won't. Well, I could, but that's okay. You know, because that's okay. It'll be all right. I'm trying to think. Will they give? Well, it's not a wash. I did deep in the money, but I'm trying to think. Matter of fact, hold on. Okay, tomorrow, it's okay because the short option is expired. That's going to be done, right? And then what I'm going to do is actually sell another deep in the money call. I do it all the time. And yeah, the assignment risk is always there, but I got the protection, so it'll just close it out. But here it is. See, it's only got a 93 delta, meaning. Okay, so that's the 325, right? And it's worth, I don't know, what is it, the bid? 54? Let's do 55, right? Plus 55. So that equals 380. So right now the stock is trading at 379.60. So it's still, it's still not full value yet. It's still got some extrinsic value in there because it's not one of these options where the hell am I? What's up with the deltas are kind of doing weirdness right here. How's it going? 90, 89, 91, 92, 93, 89. That seems weird. Generally up here is somewhere like 100. So anyway, but nah, that's okay. I'll get the stock and I'll sell it, So they take it from me, I'll sell it. So that's what will happen. And then I'll close out the other trade. But yeah, I plan on having that and next week, when that closes out, I'll probably sell one of these as well for 1,000. So that's my plan. And if I get a sign, I'll exercise my short to cover that, if you know what I mean. So as long as I'm covered, I'm good. You are the short call. End up short the stock. No, right here. I'm long. I bought that call deep in the money. This won't get exercised. It's got extrinsic value in it. So nobody wants that for 6, no, that won't get exercised. Anyway, it expires tomorrow. It's done. So, okay, I think I know what you're saying. I'm going to close that out by the end of day. Unless it gets exercised tonight, it can't get exercised until tomorrow night. But I'm going to close that out today. It won't get exercised tonight because it's too much extrinsic value in it. It's going to be this deep in the money ones that get exercised. But I'm covered with this deep in the money call, if it were. Hopefully that makes sense. I get a little confused when I talk about it, but it happens before, and yeah, everything works out. It all works out. Anyway, Chopper, what's up, man? The market is wild. You still in that one stock? So, okay, I did that with the SPX. When the market opened, all right, so y'all knew I knew it was going to go down. Right? So, actually, I was so all over the place. I was actually trading this with SPX calls, which, oh, man, it cost so much money to get in and out of them. I was losing money. So when it was down here, I bought a call. Then I got whiplashed and I wound up selling it back for a loss like 100. No, not 100, like 400 or something like that. I'm like, oh, so I guess I revenge traded it and I did it again. No, I think I did it on Tesla. I was revenge trading. And Tesla was the same way. I bought a call right out the gate. Where's is this it? This is the minute. No, because it jumped up. Maybe that was SPX. I'm a little confused which stock I traded. I think it was Tesla. Anyway, yeah. I don't see it. Let me zoom in here. I think this was it right here. So it came out, it opened here, right? It kind of went down, closed. I should say open here. Oh, that's the open. I got to get these candles right. Opens on a high. Close. That'll be down. If it opens here. Yeah. So anyway, kind of did the zip thing. And then when it went up, this is when I bought the call. I blinked. I started doing something else. And when I changed around, we had this big candle. This is the minute candles. And I was like, oh, man, because I could have sworn Tesla was going to start running. and it didn't. Closed that gap. It didn't. It just did that, and then I got back out. That trade wound up costing me $400 as well. So I'm down $800 on stupidness. I don't even trade that way. So I'm real disappointed in myself. So then I watched it come down. The smart trade was I wound up selling Tesla put options, the 850, 800. I sold that right at the bottom. So that was smart. I think I sold it twice. I think I sold one here as well. Right here. And you can see, I sold the 850, 800. It's up $300, 536, about $300. So that's what I should have did, but I don't know, man. I'm really disappointed in myself. And that's in the other portfolio. So this portfolio is up 1350. The other one's probably still down 1,000 because some of the positions made money. And then one of the other ones, okay, so then I realized that at one point I knew it was going to go up because it wasn't going down. And it was getting extended, right? So it's getting extended here. Let me get rid of all these drawings. It's getting extended, this leg here, and you can see all of the buying pressure underneath it, with these wicks, right? Look at all them wicks, right? It goes down there, it was buying it right back up, down, buying it right back up, buying it right back up. You don't really see that on top. So I'm like, this thing it's going to break out to the upside. Everybody I think is playing for the downside. It's going to break out for the upside. So I bought a SPX call, and I'm like, I'm holding it. I don't care. I'm going to get out when it gets up here. Anyway, I guess my call was too rich, too deep, too in the money. So when it got up here, I was down like, no. Let's take it back. I did that as well, and then I got out too soon, okay? So I didn't make any money on that, but then I thought it was going to go down at one point before the wick. I'm realizing this wick action, and then I'm like, I'm just going to keep it on until it actually breaks out of this upper range. And when it did, I was like down $800 for that position. And I'm like, what the hell, So I let it come in. I wound up closing it. It was just ugly in my other portfolio. Anyway, it was only down like 1,000, believe it or not. And I did like $1,200 of stupidness trade. So very disappointed on what I was doing. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but it was really revenge trading from the first trade, just trying to buy a call or a put, and I don't usually do that. That's going to run with the market, and I was getting whipped, as you can see. Look at all the whips. So, oh, well, I put it right out here on YouTube. So, feels stupid, man. Jibble smush. I don't know what you made a little picture. Okay, babes. Revenge. Yeah, revenge trade. When you get the loss, just take it and move on. And I was just trying to make that money back. It all started with the one position, and I was fine with that. And then the Tesla, I actually wound up going long Tesla with a call. And I almost caught most of this move right here. And it made I got out right here. I was disappointed as well because when it went from here to here, I was up like $770. I sold it here. So I think the implied volatility was getting sucked out of that call because the profit was only like 200, 250, 300, 275, something like that. And just here it was 770. So I think that was all implied volatility that was showing that. So I got out of that because I was like, what the hell's going on? Anyway, so I was like, yeah, I'm good. I made some of that money back. So yeah, revenge. That's what I was saying to myself. I made some of that money back. Yeah. And it did the sideways thing and, whatever. Where are we at now? Nice move. 985. Hold on. Am I looking at the right? Hold on. Let me go to the minute. I take that back. This is where I bought it. This is where it was 770 right in here. And then I sold it on this downdraft right here. Yeah, I got out somewhere in this area. Wait a minute, I take that back. I think it was here. I sold it here. I think I got out. It went up to here, and I got out here. Anyway, and I lost like $400 with this move, and it was just like, what? But I made money on that. I made money on that trade. Then it went sideways, and then it blew. So, and I should have just held it on. But I was so afraid to hold on because I was holding on to those calls earlier, and you see what happened. I was holding on to calls and puts, and this is what happens when you play with options, single options like call spread, like calls and puts, on big boy stocks with the liquidity. It's got wide. It's not that liquid, especially even on the SPX. It's liquid, but it's wide. I mean, it's because it's 10 times the product. You know, it should have been an SPY, and then it wouldn't have been that bad. So that's what happened. Yeah, I'm feeling just bad. Anyway, so this portfolio made money, so that's the good thing. And I made the right trades in here. I wound up getting out the Walmart, like I said in the first video. Yeah, I'm just done with it. I still like it. I'm just done with the trade. Yeah, Tesla, everything, and I'm in heavy with Nvidia, even on the other portfolio. I think the upgrade, I think it's gonna last a minute. You know, so meaning, I think the FOMO is gonna last a few days, and hopefully this ain't even it. It's Tesla, and hopefully I can make some money. I like everything the way it looks, the volume, the stochastic, and it was up hard today. That's the only thing I don't like. 2.76%. Thought it was higher than that. Well, I guess maybe it was 385. Anyway, I'm getting too greedy and I get too greedy, and I'm still holding. Oh, really? Yeah. And by the way, I got short with SPX put spreads 45 days out or so, and then I wound up closing those positions, so those wound up being a loss. So everything I put on, I just was so uncertain. I didn't know. I was like, I didn't know what to do. I was like, and so I got out. I think the market's going to go higher because it didn't do what it was supposed to do. So, Jabble Shmuh. Jibbles Mush. I think I said that right. Can I ask a Q? Yeah, you said you're trying to wrap your head around options. It's safe to say you should not sell options at all if you don't have the stock or cash to cover the option. Yes, but we cover it with buying a put. So we do spreads, debit spreads and credit spreads, and then you're good. You're good when you do that. Or by having a opposite order, does that cover you somehow? Yeah, exactly. It covers you. That's exactly how that kid killed himself on Robinhood. For some reason, it wasn't displaying the cover call. Like, can I be making double leg option strategies on Tesla with small? Oh yeah, for sure. So let's do a sample trade with Tesla. So, this is how you got to even trade these kind of stocks, because it doesn't have good. If you buy first of all, if you buy calls or puts and you're on the right side of a big day, it's a home run. You're gonna knock it out. You're gonna be up thousands. But if you're wrong, you're gonna be down thousands. Like say that $2,000 you're talking about. If you put that in a call on Tesla, it will take that from you in 20 minutes. Okay, if you're on the wrong side of the trade. Even if you're on the right side and it's just moving sideways, it will take that money from you because data decay. So if we look at Tesla, okay, this is school time. Let's say I think that it's 985. I think we're going to reach that high before earnings, right? Earnings is 722. Say, wow, the high was 1027, and right now it's 985. So you go over here. Did I say 722? You go to July and you'll say, okay, I'm going to buy this call. See that spread right there? I know it's not trading. It's $800 difference. But it's not trading, so it shouldn't be that bad. Anyway, you buy a vertical is called. So we're going to buy one and sell one at the same time. So let's buy the 985, and that's going to be let's say $7,500, and that's way too expensive. By the way, that's why we want to sell one at the same time. And we said it's going to go up to that. We're going to play it to the high. So let's sell that 1025 right there. So that's going to cost us $16.43. That's a big spread. That's still expensive, and that's under your 2,000. But remember, you could do 1,000, right? And that's only going to be 800. Or you could do even 990. We could do the 500. A 5 point wide costs 175. So that means we could make 325 on it. Is that double our money? Yeah, that's double our money if we get that. So you see, that's an easy double, and it's off. And this would only cost you $175. Nothing's easy. It would double if it's over 990 by the expiration. But anyway, let's go out to that 1025 and analyze it. Right, so we analyze this trade, and I'll take off my real trades, and then you could see by looking at this graph the stocks, the prices on the bottom, and if it were to go to 1025 and higher, that blue number right here, you would make 2,357 off your $1,600. So you more than doubled your money. If you were, and that's the most you could lose, by the way. If it doesn't do it at all and it stays below, what is that, 985, and never moves up, you're going to lose that whole 1643. This red line where it crossed, that's the break even. So as long as it's above $1,001, it's just a break even for you. You know, you didn't lose any money, but you needed to go up to $1,000. Of course, if you look at this purple line, that's today, okay? The blue line is expiration date on July 25th. The purple line is today. So as it goes up, it's kind of like you own stock. So as it goes up, you could see the number right here. You could see it making money as it goes up, right? Not as much as full value when the option expires, but so if it went up to 1,000, you put this on today and it went up to 1,000 tomorrow, you're up $139. So you see how that goes. Now, if you look at this number right here, this is the theta decay. Is that it? This is not right. Maybe because the market's closed. But it's saying you're going to lose 25 cents a day. I think that's 25 cents. Or is that $25? It's always weird when the market's closed with these Greeks, you know, so yeah, anyway, it's saying 25 cents. I think that's 25 cents. Anyway, don't quote me on that. So yeah, that's basically it. That's how you would put that trade on. You just sit back and you wait and you watch it go up, and hopefully, you know, before July 25th, it's flirting around that price, and then you could sell it. You just sell it both legs before it matures. You know, before it even gets there, and you'll make whatever money the spread has made at the time. If the price goes over the strike, no, because it won't be full value yet. Like, let's analyze again. Let's say it did that tomorrow. You could see right here, let's say it's 1,100. You would only have made 919 if it just went straight to 1,100 tomorrow, because every Tesla car goes to the moon now, you know, whatever. So it's up $1,100. I mean, it's up $900, and the stock price is $1,100. You don't get full value of that 2,357 until expiration date. And here, look at the purple line. This is today. And you see this date right here that I'm circling? That's today, right? So I'll click on this plus button to simulate what the graph will look like each day as it approaches the expiration, right? So look at the purple line. See, that's tomorrow, this next day. See, you can see how it's kind of turning into the purple line. You get more value as you are over here now, and then it fills in, right? So that's how it kind of works. So let's say if it was 719 and it's way over here, you would almost have full value. It could be 1183, even though you sold the 1030, you still wouldn't be at full value. You would have to wait for it to expire, and that's how that works, you know. If you have more money to put into that, you can do this twice, right? So it'll be, cost you about, I don't know, 3,200 or so. Yeah, you'll lose that whole 3,200 if it's below, but the max gain now is $4,714. And if we were to change this to really small, right? You don't have a lot of money. And this is how I started. By the way, I blew up an account to clear over 30,000 with $400. Okay, doing these kind of these trades and being patient. By the way, yeah, patience, because what I just said, that takes patience. It just takes time. You're not trying to hit home runs. You're just trying to make winning trades, right? So I'm trying to find a 990. So something like that, right? Buy the 985, sell the 990 for $1.75. If it closes above 990 in the next 20 days, 22 days or whatever, you're going to make, I've got to take it down to 1. You're going to make $325 on that, right? So you over doubled your money. So you had 175, now you sold it. Now you collected $325, right? And you got $500. So you turned your $175 into $500. Then you find another stock and do the same thing. Maybe, keep it nice and small. And let's say you're right again. And then now you're at $750, let's say. You see? And you could just keep blowing it up. Now, what happens when your account starts to grow and get real big, you start putting bigger money down and you have bigger losses. Like me. Anyway, he said you're going to have to mess with the simulator and TOS because this is going over your head. Thanks for explaining, though, man. You're very clear and obviously confident. Yeah, so go to if you got Thinkorswim, that's cool. Go to your, what is it called? The paper side. I think you can, click it from here somewhere. On demand. If I click that, it will go to paper. And, and try it out. It's pretty simple. This analyze thing looks complicated, but it's really simple. It just shows you where your money is going to be at what date. Right? We can look at my real trade. I got this on. What is that? Where's it at? I don't see it no more. Oh, I know why. Go to today. Okay. So we can see where it's at right now. The stock is right here. You can see the purple line. You can see I am up 330. Right? That's the purple number over here. Can you see me? The purple number right there. All right, so I'm up 328. And then you can see if it were to stay here and it would also turn to July 28th, I would make 924. So I'm halfway there. And I would probably actually close this trade out early because we don't want to wake up one day and the spaceship crash with SpaceX, and then Tesla takes a hit for that and is down Tesla is down 100 points. And so I was up 300 and then all of a sudden I'm down 1,000, 1,800. We don't want that to happen. So you generally want to close these out as it gets close. You don't want to bring them all the way to expiration. Just nibble. Just get half. Just get half the profit, right? So that's what I'm going to do. And it's almost there now. And I just put this trade on today, so I think I did. Anyway, so yeah, that's my chart right now. So I would reach full value way over here if Tesla would be 1146 tomorrow in that area, but it's not. So, but a few more. Mine expires July 18th. Yeah, as long as it stays above there. And look at mine. I'm good. My break even is $840. Tesla can go down 100 points. Did I get that right? What is it? It could go down 100 points and I'm still good. As you can see, I would still be losing money, but if I were to wait till expiration, I'm still good. Eventually, I would make money. That would be a painful hit, though. Okay, let's keep that in mind. Because I'm up 300 and then it's down 100 points because it'll probably even go lower. And then now I'm down 1,000, but I'm still good. If I were to hold that to expiration and close my eyes and it just kind of hangs out here, I would make all of that money. Oh, man. Yeah, I hope you understand that. I should actually do a video. And I'm not the greatest teacher on it. Like I always say, I'm just like you guys. I'm just trying to make money and trade. And that's how I do my trades. Yeah. But today I was buying calls. If you buy a call, let's look and let's say, oh man, Tesla's going up. It's getting ready to blow. I'm going to buy this call. I would have to pay $7,900 for it, right? This right at the money call. And then let's say it starts going the other way. Oh my gosh, I'm wrong. I got to sell it. And it's only down 50 cents. I'm wrong. I have to sell it at 7,100. See, this is where you lose the money because it had spread so wide. I mean, I just bought it at 7,900 and I instantly changed my mind. I'm like, oh no, this is going the other way. I should have never bought this call. Now I got to sell it, at 7,100. I would have lost $800 just on the spread, just right. And this is how the market makers make their money. So, and that's how on these big boys, you got to be right. You got to be right. So let's look at something. Let's look at a small boy. Let's look at Apple. Apple's like an ETF. And you could come to the at the money calls. Yeah, it's not. It's just these are priced all jacked up because of the market. But Apple trades pennies wide. Here's the SPY, 71.78. So that's, what is that? 7 cents. So okay, I could buy it at $878. If I decide to change my mind, I just lose $7. Okay, I don't lose hundreds. That's where I was fucking up today, man. I was like, what am I doing? I just couldn't. The market was just. I just needed to get off the damn computer. That's what I needed to do. Jay, you said just finger driving for the day. You picked up in St. Louis on the way to Phoenix. Be careful. I never went west. I was going to say west of the Mississippi, but I have. The farthest west I ever been was Texas, Oklahoma. That's it. Never been out to Phoenix. You're welcome, Jay. You're welcome. Said you said then boom, the trial failed and stock popped. The trial failed? What trial? And the stock dropped. Oh, okay, 80%. Yeah, things like that will just blow option trades out of the water. But buying a call, it's gambling, and it's really casino type stuff. Buying a call spread, now that's a trade. That's a trade you can kick back. It's like buying stock, but you just got time. Well, and depending on your trade, your buy and your sell, you just gotta hope the stock gets there within that specific time, and you'll make the money. But if you buy a call, man, you got everything working against you. If you buy a call, the stock needs to be going up, and it needs to go up fast. Okay, you need to be right. Let's see. I don't know if you're still with me, Jay. Let's pull up that Tesla again. Why did I spell Tesla? And let's buy this call. By the way, if you're right and it moves up and it's fast, I think Tesla's going up. I'm going to buy that. This $985 for $7,935. So let's analyze that trade. Let's get rid of my stocks. And you could see, let's look at the break evens, because this is what's important. You don't break, if you were to hold that call forever, until expiration, you don't break even unless Tesla is trading at over $1,064, and you bought an at the money option, right? So you can't. That's why you can't buy these things. But if you look at the purple line, that's the stock. That's what's going to happen if it starts moving right now. Okay, so you think it's going up, and let's say it does start going up. Yeah, you are making money. See it right there in the middle of the screen? 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Well, let's say something happens, it gets a triple upgrade tomorrow, and Tesla's trading at 130. You're up $2,400 on that trade you just put on. That's great, man. Doesn't happen often, but that's great. That's why you have to be right, because if it just dilly-dallies down here, you're going to lose. Here's the theta. Now it's showing. You're going to lose $126 a day on that option. That's it right there. I just spent $125. And and that's why it needs to start moving your way, quick, fast, in a hurry. Otherwise, and every day that goes by, that 125 changes. See, now it's 128. Go to the next day, 130. By the way, weekends count. Okay, so Saturday, Sunday markets close. You're losing $260 over the weekend by holding that option. Okay, so because that's 130. Then come Monday, 132. Then 135, 138. You held it for 6 days, whatever that was, and you can see you're down. The stock, let's say the stock didn't move, and you're down $1,088. Because it didn't move. It's still in the same spot. If you bought stock, you wouldn't have lost anything. If you bought a spread, you would still have time. You wouldn't have lost much. This is the spread trade right here. But you have time, so. And once you learn all of that stuff, this is the way to make money. I mean, it's definitely, I'll never buy a stock ever again. It's cheaper. You make more. You, for less money, you make more, so and it's better. Where I fuck up is like we all do. You get greed, man. Who said that? Somebody said greed before. Yeah, you just get greedy. I think it was Rocket. So yeah, I mean, you get stupid, you get greedy, you get confident. When you get confident, you start, man, it doesn't matter what I put on, it's going up. All of that stuff. So. And then, you're fighting. You almost can't. By the way, I don't know if y'all notice, I look at weeklies a lot. So when I do these trades, we can pull up the SPY. You see, I got less volatile. I could see where it's going. Moving averages are moving up. Get rid of all of this. And it kind of, you need it to smooth out when you're doing options trades. If you look at this, we're probably going higher. I know I can't believe I'm saying that because of the news. But, until we break this level of support right here, we're going higher, and then if we break that, then all bets are off. We're probably going lower. So see how it's easy? It's easy to see the support and resistance, but if you bring in those 5 minutes, I don't know where the hell this thing is going. You know what I mean? This will screw me over. So I could pull this up, say, yeah, I'm going higher. Let me put on the option trade that's going to show us being higher in a few months or whatever. So yeah, I like smoothing it out. And even monthlies are even better, but for the most part, I use weeklies. I don't like that candle, but wow. That needs to change. And also, when you're going through charts, you want to use multiple time frames. Look at the weekly, look at the monthlies, look at the daily, see if they're in a line with each other. Just like everything looked good, right? I was liking it until I brought up the monthly, and I'm like, I don't know, man. We got 5 days left. We got 3 trading days left, and this thing is producing, what do they call that? A hanging man or upside down hammer? That's bearish. If it would close like that, So let's hopefully it goes higher if you're bullish. Who's that? The Fackin Mayor? You said it's hard for me to read because I'm looking at green over blue over here. Just opened a Webull account today. Want to do some day trading tomorrow morning at open. Do you recommend buying a few shares of EKSO? See, the thing is, I don't day trade. I don't day trade at all, even though that's what I was trying to do today, and I lost money. It is true that 90% of day traders lose money. That's factual stuff. So you're going to be in that 10%, is that going to be you? The odds are saying no. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind. That's why I trade the way I do. I like swing trading, overnight, I guess, or even longer. I know it's been a hot stock. I know it's been in them Robin Hooders and the us retail trailers, us retail traders are buying it, but I don't know. The volume is in it. It did lighten up. So we had volume coming up. We kind of flattened out. The volume came down. So it's really saying that nobody's really interested in selling this thing. Right? There's no volume on this pullback. So it's telling me it's possibly going to go higher again. And you can see these little spikes, these are buyers. When big money buys, see, I know a lot of retail traders are buying this as well. I'm looking at the 15-minute, by the way. Their purchases, their trades, I should say, they can't be hidden. And this is why you got to kind of just look at volume on different, especially on, it's easier to see on stocks that's like not Microsoft, not those kind of stocks. But stocks like these, you could see it, right? Somebody's buying here. And then look when it goes down. Nobody, yeah. So I like it to go higher. I do. Would I trade it? No, because I just don't do that. But, so take that with a grain of salt. I don't know. Yeah, looking at this weekly, that even looks good. I like that spike. I like how the volume is just now coming in. Yeah, so I like it. I like it long term. You giving me, does this thing have options? No. Yeah. 120 million volume. 120 million shares. Yeah, I like it. These are volatile. So you got to be careful now, okay? So, and what's that other one you just said? Dang, you scrolled like that? I missed all y'all. Thought on selling covered calls. Oh, who was that? I sell, covered calls. Let's talk about that real quick, because I'll show you a trade I got on with Twitter. It's even better than a covered call. It's a little juicier. But covered calls is the secret. It's a boring trade, but it will get you rich. It's the only thing is you need 100 shares of something, which will eat up a lot of your margin, your buying power. So that's kind of why I don't do it. I do it in a way in options. I did it in NVIDIA when I bought the deep in the money next week's options and sold that near term. That was like a covered call for tomorrow. I simulated. That's called the poor man's covered call. Yeah, covered calls is the secret. It's like the secret sauce. If there's any secret sauce, it's covered calls, and nobody talks about it. So that's my feeling on covered calls. I did a trade on Twitter, and I did a straddle. Okay, so we're gonna use this as an example, because I like Twitter for long term, and that's one thing about covered calls. You have to like the stock, okay? Because if because you own it, so you have to like the stock. You don't necessarily be wanting to trade them. So do it on stock.
I understood. If you're happy and you know it, is that right?
No.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
That's Google, okay? That's not Alexa. I got the Google and the Alexa. That's the first time the GOOGL did that. GOOGL. GOOGLE. Ain't they right, choppers? They listening, man. What the hell, man? Goodness gracious. All right, so Twitter, check it out. Y'all gonna like this trade. Not this is on any stock, but I did it on Twitter. I bought 100 shares. Let's say at 31, right? I would buy 100. That's $3,100. That's gonna cost you, right? I did that right? 31 times 100, $3,100. So it's not expensive. I sold the 252. I sold the 31 call, so that's 252, and I sold the 31 put plus 196. Okay, so when you sell the put, you can actually get assigned some more. So you have to buy more. You actually have to have another $3,100 in your account. Okay, so basically, I got credit for both of them. That's $448. Okay, and I want to buy more. So if it goes up, okay, I'm assigned. All right. I mean, they're gonna take my shares, but I would have made $448, right? Because if it goes up, this put will expire worthless. This call that I sold will be in the money, and I would have to give him my 100 shares. It would be, I would make $448. It's like buying at 31 and selling it at 35.48. If it were to go down past 31, well, I took in $448 because the call now will be worthless. I still keep the put money, but I got to buy more shares at 31. So 31 minus 448, right? 31 minus 4.48 is 26. My break even is 26.52 for the next purchase. Isn't that an awesome trade? Nobody talks about that, right? You just buy it. So you're talking about the covered call. You would buy 100 shares and you would sell the call. And if it goes up, you lose the shares, but you keep the 252. You made money. You made $252. If it goes down, well, it goes down. You still keep the 252. So therefore, your 31 minus 252, 31 minus 252 is 28.48, becomes your break even. Well, what if you sold the call, right? I mean, sold the put. So now you're buying more shares, and I get it that you still got the shares. Remember, I like you gotta like this. This is why you gotta like the stock, okay? So it's like my next purchase, because I'm putting that money into my next purchase. My next purchase is really only going to cost me $26. So that's how I look at that. That's a good deal, right? So let's say it went down. Let's say it went down to 30. Well, okay, I would have lost $200 on the stock position. Well, 30. I said 30. 100. I would have lost $100 on the stock position, but I'm buying my new shares basically at 26. Because I collected that $448. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, so I'm toying with that trade in my buy and hold portfolio, and that's what I got on. It's working. So the trade that when I put it on, I think I bought it at 33. I actually liked the stock, so I just sold the strangle. I sold the 34. And then I sold the 33. So actually right now I have to buy more because this thing. But I took in like $400 or whatever. So I'm good. I like that. You said you got $100 in your account. You said Google's release personal information, please. Google, release personal. Oh, I get it. So you think I'll just kind of, okay, Google, release personal information.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Ha! Anyway, you said, I can't read the people on Twitch. Twitch, y'all blowing me up, man. I'm getting the love on Twitch. Hey, y'all got to follow me on YouTube because the videos go away on Twitch. YouTube.com/This is Dre. So there it is. Subscribe right there because I don't even know how to use Twitch. But yet, y'all showing some love up in here, man. Jibble Smush. 3,100 is not expensive. I'm in the wrong Twitch screen. You said 20. It is. I mean, when you buy, I mean, that's not. Look, I can't. All right. Compared to some of those big boys, I want to talk about the Amazons, the Microsofts, the Nvidias, the Teslas, the what's the one stock everybody loves? The DocuSign, you name it, shoot, the Beyond Meats and all that. That's expensive, right? I mean, Twitter is still below the IPO price. I think it IPO'd at at 70, I think. So see look, Twitter's way down here. Beautiful cup and handle, by the way. It kind of broke right here, but you see what's happening? This is beautiful. This is the whole monthly. And it's coming in. If it breaks this line and starts to go up, I thought it was going to do it right here. Draw this line that's cut off, and it failed. Right, it failed right there. I lost money on that, by the way. But now, can it recapture it? Because it's still almost intact. So anyway, yeah, that's what I'm saying. This thing IPO'd, well, maybe it was 40, and it went up to 70, and then it went clear down to like 12 or something like that. Yeah, I don't know when Twitter's gonna get. It's got to get its mojo back, man. Never had it. It's got to get mojo. Never had the mojo to begin with. Anyway, so he says she used to keep us. Thanks, man. Appreciate the subs. So yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, and by the way, that's the stocks. I can't. I like the more expensive stocks. Those are the ones. That's why I use options. And Twitter has good, I think, implied volatility to you can make some money on these options. Current IV ranked 21%. Not it's not what I thought it was, but you can make some money on that. Because imagine keep doing that trade. So I'm gonna get the next shares at 26. Right? Well, let's say I bought at 31, but I kept that 400. And then, by the way, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to sell them again. Now I'm selling 2 sets because now I got 200 shares. Now I'm going to sell 2 calls and 2 puts. Unless this thing goes straight to zero, I'm going to wind up losing money. But if it turns around at one point, I'm collecting all of that money while I wait. Right? So think about that as well. Yeah, but Trump might ban Twitter from... nah, it's not going nowhere. I mean, he's only going to be president for another few months. I don't know. But, Facebook, Twitter, there might be some rules these guys got to abide by. But I don't think they're going anywhere. Especially Facebook. Facebook is just another one. This is why I got straight... By the way, I got straight calls in this one. You was talking about call spreads? Since there's some new people in here. I got the straight leap call. Okay, this is the 250 call, expires over a year from now. The trade price was 24. It just cost me 2,400. I hope you don't think that's expensive, because this is how you make money. And you can see I'm already up $1,200. I just put it on a couple weeks ago. I'm up $1,200. I got this call for the next year and a half. So nothing's a guarantee. But this thing is still going to make me some money. I got some more collecting to do. As long as Twitter or Facebook starts to run, okay? And I think it is. See the breakout? See how it's above that level right there? We just having market problems now because this whole, virus thing. So, yeah, but it's hanging in there, and we'll see. We'll see. I hope it don't reverse and all that. Anything can happen. But this thing was 2 years doing nothing, just gyrating, and finally it broke through. So let's see what the next 2 years look like. You say, how long you been trading for? Active. I've been trading since 98. Put my first trade on. I thought I was a trader. That's when it cost $50 to buy and $50 to sell. And you know what I did? I bought I'm looking for cheap stocks, right? Because I didn't have a lot of money. So I bought a stock that cost $200. No, $2. It cost $2. I bought 10 shares maybe. So that's $20. Did it really? I can't remember, but let's say it was $20. I spent $50 to buy a $20 stock, and then if I was going to sell it, I was going to spend $50, another $50, thought to sell it at $25. Yeah, so that goes, talk about that lesson, this first trade, and I'm thinking, that's all right. This $2 stock is going to go to, $50. I'm going to make that money back easy. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, but actively, more actively, I've been in and out of actively, but for the most part now, maybe ever since I got out of that truck 2.5 years ago. But then I was active in it. Maybe about 3.5 years ago, I've been real active. I've been spending, like, when commissions cost some money, I was doing like $8,000 to $10,000 a year in commissions. Yeah, so I don't know how many trades that is. Let me see, 8,000, and I was only spending what each option was $2. Yeah, it was $2 divided by 2. So 4,000. I was doing like 4,000 option trades a year. So I was real active. Then before that, I wasn't as active, but I was active. Yeah, so can't remember. Did I miss anybody's question? Yeah, how long? She's a keeper. 3,100 expensive. I'm in the wrong Twitch screen. I got $100. And if you got a small account, SPX, SP, damn. If you probably need a little more, but I'm gonna show you how to do an option trade for $100 if they let you in your broker. I think Robinhood, if you have that, lets you at a smaller accounts. You can come to the SPY because it has 50-cent options. So we can come here and let's say this February 20, right? And no, yeah, it has dollar wide. It has dollar wide, so you got $100. Some of them have 50 cent wide. I thought they did. No, just dollars. Okay, let's say we go to, so I don't know why I think 50 cents. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's say we think it's going up. It's 307. We think it's going to go up to 309. We buy this vertical. So we buy the 308, sell the 309. Look, it's only going to cost you $59. That's it. And if the SPY closes above 309 in the next 20 days, you get to keep the other half. This will be worth $1, right? So basically you would have made 41 cents because it'll be worth $1, but you spent 59 cents for it. So you have 41 cents or $41 left. And look, you basically almost doubled your money, and you only went for under $100. Like you took $59 and you doubled it. Okay, so now you have $141. Now we have to put on another awesome trade, right? So we have to find, and you can still mess with this because, all right, but remember, if you're wrong, you could lose. So let's say, all right, I think it's gonna go down. So you buy the vertical here. You buy 307, sell at 306. You could do that for $38. And if it were to close below 306 in the next 22 days, you get to keep the rest. So that will be $42. Okay, so now you have 141 plus 42. Now you got 183. Right? You almost doubled your money. You're playing, $38, $52. So this is how you could trade options if you have under $100 right here on the SPY, because they do $1 options, and the it's very super liquid, right? Penny wide here, penny, 2 pennies. Right now it's a little extra wide because of volatility is high and the market's closed. But when we get down to the normal VIX, like 13, 12, man, these will be like penny, 2 pennies wide. You scared of things like dividend risk? No, I mean, it's, if you buy a spread, you really eliminate it because you got the other option, right? Because I never worry about it as long as I buy the spreads. But yeah, you do got to keep in mind with these options when dividends, and I don't even know how to explain it that well, but I do know that there is risk there. I can't explain it, but I probably got caught in one, but I never, because since I keep the spreads on, because one always cancels the other, I don't think it matters, so I don't know for sure, but there's something there. You're right. But don't be scared. Just put the trade on. Or, just make sure it doesn't pay dividends. By the way, yeah, the SPY does pay dividends. It's got a 1.78 yield. Just kind of know when it's once a quarter, right? Once every 3 months, if you're scared of them. So you can trade around them. Easy. If you got a position on, sell out of it before the ex-dividend date and get back in, right? On the ex-dividend date. By the way, you want to be, for dividends, you always see ex-dividend. This is the confusing thing. I'm pretty sure I'm telling you right. You have to own the stock before the ex-dividend date. Ex-dividend date means the dividend's gone. It's X the dividend. The dividend is out of there. That's why it's ex-dividend. No more dividend. The dividend is X'd. So you could actually buy it that day. You're good. It's the day before where you need to own it to be all that dividend stuff. Because on the ex-dividend, the day it's gone, should be X. It should be like no dividend. But the X dividend date, you're good because the dividend is X'd. All right. You always make sure you get out before expiration. It's somewhat close to the short strike. Yeah, for sure. I've never ride these things until expiration, even though I got a trade on that expires tomorrow. It was a gamble. I put a risk on that we're going to open up higher. So let me see. Futures are trading now. Where are we at? We up $1.50. So so far so good. So far so good on the futures. Anyway, yeah, we closed. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I put that trade on. Let's hopefully it works. And I see I traded some futures right here, micro futures. Oh, it's cleared out. I lost money. Who's that? Hey, YRGR Twitch, man. Where's my YouTubers? Twitch is giving me love over there, man. I'm gonna type in my YouTube channel so you guys can subscribe over there. It's This Is Dre. But yeah, appreciate the love from Twitch. Dang, if I wasn't streaming on Twitch, there'd be nobody up in here. Did I miss anybody's comment? I hope not. If I missed it, just type it in again because I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up. So I trade. The guys that's never followed me before, I lose money. I'll show you right here. Oh man, I'm still thinking about the other portfolio. I'm not great. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm too modest actually. I'm okay, but I do stupid shit. Okay, so that's the problem. That's the problem I gotta work on. But other than that, yeah, I do okay. And I'm trying to, this market is so tough. I hate this market actually. It's been actually easy money, but with all of the obstacles out there, I don't know what to focus on. Obviously the market's not focusing on anything but going higher. But you just don't want it to rip in your face, and with the VIX being as high, we could be down 2,000 tomorrow. Easy. It's a 34 VIX, 32. Easy. So with the VIX, and the VIX has been high like that ever since March. I've never seen it so elevated for so long. I don't even think it was that elevated in 2008. So it's just, you got to be scared. Now, we're getting good premiums. Those option sales, we're getting good premiums. That's the good thing. But, it's volatile. Anything can happen at any time. This thing whips around from the lows to the highs at any given time. Like today. Oh, this is the ES. Oh, all right, let me go to the SPY. I won't cheat because that's even worse. Was this today? I lost my dailies. There it is. From this low. Well, no, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna do the Dow. Right? That's what everybody. So from the 25,209 was the low. And then where did we close? Where was the high? Get rid of that. Damn it. The high was 25,769 minus 25,209. So we had a 560 point swing today. See, that's what I'm saying. It's just crazy. If you do yesterday, we see that you almost got to do it from the drop, because we had that what was it called? A gap down. So we was down. Let's say we closed here. We closed the previous day at 26,161, and the low, I'm gonna go to the low. Maybe this is cheating. 25,296. So that was 865 point drop. And then from that low to up here, I can actually do it with my line. That's 466 points. So from the low yesterday to now, this is just too hard. It's easy. No, it's not. It's hard. It's so volatile, and you just got to be careful. Just when you think you're right, you're wrong. Just when you're wrong, you're right. Look at these whipsaws right here. How many people got faked out here? I was one of them. And then here, just like this was a fake out, this could be a fake out. We can open way down in the range tomorrow and go lower. It'll be nice if we could start to work a little higher. Maybe close that gap up there. All right, you said Google release. Sorry. How often? I stream every day. I try every Monday through Friday. Sometimes I miss a day. Every Monday. Here we go. Every day, Monday through Friday. Sometimes on the weekend. So sometimes 6 days. Usually not 7. And sometimes twice a day. Like I had a stream earlier today. Because I just wanted to do a wrap up. I missed some things. I want to talk about Beyond Meat. I want to talk about Nike. By the way, let me look at that real quick. Okay, so I really think Nike, if you're a long-term holder, that it's kind of a gift. And you new guys that's following me, and the reason why I said that, I did some boots on the ground work because I was out at 3 malls in the Charlotte area and 1 outlet mall. And the Nike stores were just jammed packed. You couldn't even get in them. You had to wait because of COVID. So I was like, man, I'm going to buy some damn Nike. The rest of the mall was wide open. So I took a picture. Why is it gone? Oh, this is it right here. So, and this one, I just went home. I was like, oh, forget it. I'm not even going. Let me pull up my screen so I could see. Let me pull this on just me. That's the Nike store. Like that. By the way, the rest of the out wide open. You can get in any store you want. You wasn't getting in Nike. So they said, where's the report? So now that we know that, we come over here, and they said the revenue decline was primarily because the majority of Nike-owned partner stores were closed. Okay, I get it. But this is what it looks like when it's open. When you find an open one, that's what it looks like. So, of course, you're not going to make any money when it's closed. But when this comes back, they got some serious demand, okay? I don't know what's going on. And my daughter was looking for Nike, couldn't even find them. So even when you got in, a lot of the stuff was just gone. We don't have that. She was really looking for retros, and for what I understand, the retro Jordans hard to find now. I won't say it's hard to find because of the whole ESPN when they ran that whole The Last Dance with Michael Jordan. So now everybody wants to be like Mike again and get the retro Jordans. So they're gone. I mean, they got high quality problems to me. And then if you look at the digital sales increased 75% in the fiscal quarter, or 30% of total revenue. That's cool. That's growing. You know what I mean? So I think they're giving us a break, and I'm gonna be buying. I'm gonna try to buy some more, but that's what I see with my own eyes. That's all I need to see. And my daughter's going. Yeah, everybody just wants to be there, and that's what it was like in all 3 malls I went to. And then that's why we went to the outlet. It's like, oh man, we can't find these malls. Let's go to the outlet. Okay, so we go way out to the outlet. That's what the outlet looked like. So I'm like, man, I gotta get some Nike like now. Oh man. So I just schooled y'all on that. That's my little boots on the ground work, man. You keep getting tricked into hedging my positions with gap downs only to watch it whipsaw. Exactly, man. From what I learned, with this whole, ever since the 35% drop, don't buy, I won't say don't hedge, but your puts, if you buy puts or sell calls, you're going to lose. They lose in trades, And then that's what I was trying to do today, because I'm like, oh, this is it. Oh, yeah, it's going. Oh, yeah, Texas is now, the virus is growing, and Florida's not opening, and Disney World's on pause, and blah, blah, blah. Schools are not reopening. There's going to be no more basketball. They talk. I'm like, yeah, it's going to break, and it goes up. We're up 240 points with all that news. So you see, and here's the thing. This is the reopen trade brought us here. Let's pull up the SPY. Right? So most of this, especially here, right here, I think this was the reopen trade. And this was just kind of like the rebound. But if the reopen trade did all that, and then there's really going to be no reopen, kind of, it might not be, or it's going to be paused, delayed. Shouldn't it start to go like this? At least back to where it came from. So, but it's not. I don't know. It's elections. But you got the checks. I forget what they call that. Not the PPP, whatever. The $600 unemployment checks are gonna. Yeah, we got the unemployment number today. We was 20 million people still out of jobs. So the number went below 20 million. It was 20.45 million or something. Now it's like 19.85. Big deal. So people are like, oh, look, it's under 20 million now. It's still 20 million. 20 million people on the continuing claims is out of work. 1.5 million people filed for unemployment last week. This is a lot of people. That's a lot of people. But, they getting that $600. That $600 extra is going to expire the end of the month. So I think what's happening is I think it's in the Senate. I think the Republicans are holding up this next bill. But the next round of stimulus is going to happen. I guess it's going to happen. And they're trying to give you a restart bonus. I'm not showing the numbers, but they want to pay you to go back to work. And then while you're going back to work getting your regular check, they're going to pay you an extra $450, I think, a week for 4 weeks or something like that. And like a one-time bonus of like $1,000 or something to go back to work. I'm working. I didn't lose my job. I'm fortunate enough, but I'm not getting any money. Something just don't seem right with that. I don't know. But what it is if this was an election year, nobody be getting any money. So they pay, because who's going to vote for the current president when I ain't even got a job? You know what I mean? I'm voting for the incumbent. So I think this is what it's all about. So anyway, that's it's crazy. So they're going to come back with more money. And the next stimulus is supposed to be $1,200, just like before, but each kid's going to be $1,200 that you have, not $500. They said a family of 4 is going to get $6,000. This is going to happen as soon as they sign it. A family of 4, I did do that, right? Times 4. Wait, 3 kids, maybe it's family of 5. I read that. A family of 4 is 4, so it must be a family of 5. Anyway, family of 5, let's say. $6,000 you're going to get a check for, okay? Not only are you going to get that, if you're out of work, you're going to get the $600. It's that they're just flooding. This is why Nike's it's just crazy. You go in places, right? You're probably in your own town, driving around. You see the stores are just crowded. It's people on the street. That's Alexa. I think she's got my package is coming. Anyway, it's just a lot of people's out. It does not look like a recession anywhere, in my opinion. But maybe it will if this money runs out. But right now it don't. And I think that's why the market is damn near all-time highs, because we have more money than we had before all of this started. We're just home with more money. And people is buying stuff. They trade. You see people's taking the money and blowing up the stock market with it. And you see the used cars going crazy, buying cars and all kinds of stuff. I'm just ranting, man. Rich kids. This is Think or Swim, man. Chug Dog. Think or Swim by TD Ameritrade, which Charles Schwab owns them now. Yeah, he said, I'm getting tricked into hedging my position. Yeah, so when you buy these puts, they're just blowing us out. And I think sometimes when we start to rip the other way, that's people reversing, getting out of their hedges. Because, I don't know, this thing's just been straight up. It's just ridiculous. Because 20 million people still out of work. We're up 41% from the bottom. And this is the SPY. What is that? 26% away from the top. Actually, I take that back. That was the other way. So 10%. Is that 10%? Yeah, because 307 plus 30. Yeah, about 10% away from the top. Rich kids. I'm telling you, man. All right, y'all. Anybody got any other questions? I'm going to go ahead and end this. Like I said, and thank y'all, Twitch. I put the my YouTube link in there because I don't know what's going on. I got to learn Twitch. And like you said, Chopper, I don't know how to why did I type status? I don't know how to go to my old videos. Yeah, I don't know where they going. If I put this video on, you guys are watching it on Twitch. Well, when I immediately log on to Twitch, where's the video? I guess it deletes it. Send me a message in the YouTube comments of what happened to the video, if anybody knows that. And I'm streaming through Restream. All right, so that puts me on Twitch, YouTube, and what's the other service? Periscope at the same time. I was thinking about opening up a Facebook group, but I don't know. I don't like Facebook. Anyway, that's me, EMIP TV. Am I sending that out to everybody? Wait a minute, I gotta go. Twitch. There we go. All right. I think somebody sent it. Anyway, all right, there it is. So, all right, so that's it, man. So I'll end the stream. So that's what's up. That was my trades. I did dumb things today. I kind of recovered, but I'm still down in the other portfolio. This portfolio, I'm up. The lesson for today, you got to stick with your game plan. And I don't know why I didn't. I just think that, oh, man, it's down. It's going to rebound, which it did. It did rebound. I can make quick money, but I got whipped. It shook me out of my trade before it gets up. The market always wants to, when it runs, it wants to fool the most people, right? So by it going up, a lot of people thought it was going down. So it wants to fool the most people, and it shook you out of there, right? If you was going long, it kind of got those drops and shake you out of your position, and then it goes long without you, or vice versa. So anyway, all right, that's it, y'all. I'll be back tomorrow. In general, yeah, I don't have a time, but it's usually between 11 and 2. Usually between there, because I work and I get home late and blah, 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 blah. So usually between 11 and 2, and I get on here and stream. And this week, I don't know, I might have more nights because I'm off. I'm off this week. So I'm not working, so I can get on here and just make videos. Yeah, Chopper, not Chopper. Who's the... Forgot the guy that listens to me all the time. It's not Chopper. Anyway, like that guy. He's on Twitch all night long. Some of you guys are probably on there all night long too. Oh man. So I'm just looking at the futures as we get. It's up 1.75. So all right. And to sum it up, it looks like, we broke out of that little range, pulling up the hourly, right? We broke out of here. Come on, man, draw my things. if since it was consolidated like that, I mean, this should be explosive. And you can see what happened today. I don't know what. I got to listen to those bank stress tests. Those came out after the market, by the way. It must be pretty good if the futures are kind of up. But maybe somebody got word right here of what them stress test results were going to be, which is, I imagine just regular, imagine no disasters, you know, and like, oh, because this bounce was crazy. It just came out of nowhere. We was, you know, look at that. This is the minute chart. Just came out of nowhere. Look at the volume. All of a sudden just came in and just took the market higher. And you know how we talked about volume earlier? I'm going to use this chart as an example. This is the minute chart. I mean, it's so key to know where we're going. And a lot of times I don't even have it up. But if you're looking at the market like this all day, see, there's no volume, and then all of a sudden you say, boom, boom. See that volume? It's like, to me, that's like, get on, all aboard, we're going higher. You know, it just comes up, and then you can see how we went down a little bit, and the volume just wasn't there on this pullback, we'll call it, right? Zoom in a little closer on that. See, it really wasn't there on this pullback, right? And then, actually, there was no volume on that jump up. And then, boom, another explosive volume, you know, with a high, you know, with the move up. So it just tells you that, you know, because I go over this because when I started trading, I didn't know how to use volume. I couldn't find videos that know how to use volume and blah, blah. This is kind of how you got to use it. Volume gives you, it certifies the move. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, we went up. Do we have volume? If you didn't, it's like fake. Okay, that's a fake move. It went up. You want things to happen on strong volume. So, but you see it come in. You see the traders come, and that's what's happened. Picture if I was selling this cap, and this guy was selling this cap. This guy's selling it for 10 cents. And there's 100 people. Everybody wants this cap. But I'm selling it for 5 cents. And the crowd's over me. Look at it. Right? Everybody's fighting over it. That's the volume here. Picture that. Everybody's like, I got to get in. And you know they're getting in. Why? Because the price is going up. Right? So all those people, it's going up. So when this guy's selling it for 10 cents or whatever, let's say he's selling it, and I don't know, give him whatever, but you see there's like no volume. Nobody's interested, right? There's nobody interested. It's going down. We don't care. Nobody's interested. But it's going up. Right? So that's how you tell. And then you can see how look at all the up moves with the volume, and then the down moves, there's no volume. Now here's some volume coming in for the down move right there. So that's what would make you kind of go, okay, I don't know. But then you still have more volume, even more volume for the up move. And then the volume's picking up now for the down moves. But this is where it gets a little trickier. But in the beginning, when we was just showing all that stuff, I lost it. You know, you could kind of see what's going on. That's why it's on the lightly traded volume stuff. You can kind of see this, you know. But on the heavy stuff, you know, like, you know, stocks that always have volume, like, you know, you can't really. Sometimes it's hard to see. It's hard to tell. You know. All right, y'all. That's it. So thanks for watching. I am out, and hopefully everyone enjoyed this video. I'll see y'all later. Peace.